Oh, hey there. Now, moving on to Daniel chapter 6. This is an exciting book. It's only 12 chapters, which a chapter is like maybe a half a page or something like that. So it's, I don't know, a couple pages, 3, 5, whatever it is. Look it up, read it. You can look it up on your phone. It's easy. Okay. So then, after all this has happened, then Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel was there for all that. Then Belshazzar, then he gets killed. Then Darius comes next. So now there's another ruler, okay? And this ruler likes Daniel quite a bit. In fact, he appoints all these rulers, and he's like, I want to make you second in command. He's like, but yeah, I'll make you third in command because somebody, their politics or whatever. And so he does. And he makes him third in command, and all the other people are jealous. And they're like, Daniel's not even, he's a foreigner. How does he think he is? And so they're like, we're going to get him. That's what we're going to do. And so they look at it, and they're just following his every move, like, where's he messing up? And then they realize he is not negligent and he is not dishonest. Everything he does is above board. And they're like, ugh. The only way that we can get him, and they said this is a quote in the Bible, the only way we can get him is through his God. That's it. Everything else is above board. Everything else is he's a stand-up guy. And so they, all of them together, like 150 of them or something like that, come to the king and they say, oh, king, may you live forever. Why don't we make a decree? And they butter him up, Why don't we make a decree where if anybody for the next 30 days worships any other god or human besides you, that they'll be thrown into the lion's den. And the king's like, I'll write that. And they go, and you can't take it back. There are no take backs because, that's the way the law works. And your word is the law and you're basically God. So, if they don't worship you, then that's it. And once you say it, then that's good. And he goes, whatever, I'll sign it. And he does. And they're like, cool. Daniel hears about this. And he's like, But he openly prayed 3 times a day, okay, out on his balcony where everybody could see. And so he was out there praying to God, like, please help me through this thing. And they all come, break into his house, and they take him away. They take him to the king, and they're like, see, that dude disobeyed your command. He disrespects you. And Darius is like, I like Daniel. I like him a lot. I want him to be in control of everything. He's the best dude we got. You guys are horrible. Ugh. And they're like, you said. And he's like, ugh. Fine. So he tries to find some way out of it, and there's no loophole. And so he's like, So he puts Daniel in the lion's den, and he says, may your God, who you serve day and night, protect you. And he goes back, and he's like, he didn't have anything to eat that night, and he had no entertainment. But he put, like, the king's seal over this rock, like, nobody can get in or out or anything like that, because his signet ring was in it. And he goes, and he didn't sleep at all. He's just like, I hope Daniel's okay. And as soon as the sun rose, he comes in, he's like, Daniel, did your God protect you? And then Daniel says, my God did protect me. He closed the mouths of the lions because I was innocent. And Darius is like, good, let's get you out of here. And he gets him out, okay? And he's like, I'm making you second in command. You're the head of everything. Good for you. I love you. By the way, I'm sorry about the lion's den thing. And it's like, it's cool. But then, that wasn't enough. He's like, all you rotten people, you deceived me. You tried to trick me into killing him, and he did nothing wrong. Guess who's going to the lion's den? You and your wives and your children are all going to the lion's den. And they opened it up, and before they dropped them in, before they hit the floor, the lions had devoured them, like broken their bones and devoured them. Like these lions were hungry before, but God closed their mouths and made them peaceful for whatever in the world reason. We all know why. But when the people that had done wrong were dropped in there, those lions ate them up. They were hungry. They were hungry before, but they were hungry then too. What's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is, look, right now, we live in a time, and we all know what's going on, okay? There's about to be some stuff that happens, and we're going to have to stand up for what's right. And there are going to be people that are deceitful, that are deceiving leaders. They're going to say, hey, they're not doing the right thing. And we need to have the courage to stand up, even if he doesn't close the mouth of the lions. We need to have the courage to stand up and do the right thing. But I believe that God will protect us. If he doesn't, I'm going home, okay? I'm okay with that too. But if he does protect us, then he's done a miracle in the sight of everybody. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. And those of you that know what I'm talking about, you know, and those of you that don't, you will soon. Love you guys.